Okay, now the armies that I had down here that I moved to the bridge, my intention is to move those towards Portugal. I might need to get these out of the way first, actually, just to make life easier for myself. I know they're going to move anyway, but let's just get them out of the way, that's the thing. Otherwise, you know what it's like, your armies go round them and they lose some movement, and then you find they don't get there on time, you know, so all a bit silly, but you know, as I've moaned about this before, agents really should not get in the way of armed troops moving along a road. It's just really is a nonsense. Okay, well I can't go through Madrid, but I do intend to move towards Portugal, and I think probably I can't really see where the border is actually, to be honest. I've no idea. I can't see the border between Spain and Portugal. Haven't a clue. Let's aim for here. See what happens. Okay, that's number 1. Here's army number 2. Again for the same place. Just in the general direction. Oh, he's moving a lot quicker, isn't he? What's he got? Experimental howitzers. And this guy's got what? He's got unicorns. Oh, unicorns are slower than howitzers. I hadn't noticed that before. Okay, never mind. As long as I can get one of them into the action, that's the main thing. And the others in a position that they can support from. Oh gosh, he's moving even further. What's he got then? Oh, he's got horse artillery, isn't he? Oh well. And the 4th army. I don't know how many armies I'm going to need for Portugal, but I'm throwing them all in anyway. The Brits should like me anyway, because they're at war with Portugal. Like I said, I've checked that one out. Now, I've got what I'm calling a flotilla. Oh, hang on, was there anything else on recruitment? A brig and a sloop. They're the ones I want to bring spies over when those universities are broken down, you know, in Rumelia and those sort of areas. But I'm not going to need those yet. What's this construction? Star Fort, Members Club. Okay. Ignore all of that. Agent recruited, we know about that one. So let's get my flotilla going in the right direction. Get him over to there. Get him over to here. And get him, the one that's furthest away, over. Oh crikey, it's going to take a long time, him, isn't it? Why is he so slow? Must have some pretty slow. Oh, I wonder why. It's an ironclad, maybe. Maybe it's because he hasn't got a admiral with him or something. I've no idea. But anyway, he's a little bit slow, him, isn't he? Only 3 armies we're taking, so we'd better hope that we can take Corsica, because that's our one chance to do it. Let's kick the minister while we're at it as well. It's always fun, isn't it, kicking the ministers? Anything better? Nothing at all. No traits. Waste of time again, I'm afraid. Right, now the Baltic ships, they're the ones up here. This is where all the British are. I'm going to put all of those together and get my British on land, where they can start to replenish, because at the moment, while they're on a ship, there's no way they're going to be able to replenish, I'm afraid. So move those over to the port, drop them in here, the Mecklenburg port. I think this is the Mecklenburg port, isn't it? And take the army off the ships. Here we go, those there. Put those into the port. Oh heck, what's they doing there? Let's just put them on the ship for the moment, just to get them out of the way. And I don't really want them on there, but okay, let's move this army somewhere. Doesn't really matter, does it? I suppose over towards the northern coast. I suppose eventually we're going to be looking at moving towards Britain, aren't we? So where were those Opelchenia? I don't want those stuck on the fleet, do I really? They should really be defending the port. What have I done with them? Huh. I don't believe that. I've just moved 1 unit, haven't I? Oh dear. How stupid. Okay, let's get all of those on there and find where the rest of the army's gone to. There they are. And of course they can't reach now, can they? Because they're Jaegers. Ah, dear me. Anyway, okay. So let's move them over to, I don't know, where? Same place I was going to move the Jaegers to, which is there. and I hope the Jaegers, I don't know where they've gone now. Are they here? They're still moving, yeah. Okay, good. So we've moved one man for some reason, rather stupidly. And on here, on the Navy, I should have those Opelchenya. Where are they? There they go. There you go. You see, you plan all of these things, and then you find you do something totally and absolutely stupid like that. There we go. Now, these ships need an admiral, really, in order to recruit. I want to recruit, you see. Let's pull them out here, and then I'll give them an admiral. I don't need a particularly good admiral. Somebody cheap. 1600, we'll have him. Good under fire, that'll do for me. And then I want some ships here as well. So we'll get them to recruit, what, the 3 80-gun steamships? 80-gun steamships, they're pretty good. Got some of those up there as well. So we're looking to get a pretty decent navy. Now let's see if we can drop the taxes even more. What are we on now? National summary. We're currently going to make 23,654. Let's drop it. Whoops. Whoops. Now let's have a look, see what we're getting now. 6,960. I think that's ample, or 7,000 or whatever. I'm not sure if that takes account of the increased trade values that we're going to get from gaining ivory now. Really not too sure. But anyway, did I put the spy on the sloop? I think I did. Yes, I did. Got a note for myself. Maybe I'll put a note for it twice. I'm not too sure. Okay, now the other place that we're eventually going to go for is the... Oh, where am I going? Come on, I'm looking for Luzerne. There it is. And I'm going to be looking to move down towards... towards the Kingdom of Italy. So if I move those down to, say, here, rather menacingly, yep, and I'll add the Bavarian ones to those as well. And we're going to rely on Bavaria being good boys in the meantime, see what happens. And I would expect anyway, if they declare war on me, that Württemberg would come in on my side anyway. I'll certainly strongly expect that to happen. So, okay, and I wonder if I've got any of those spies there able yet to reach the Portuguese. Have I moved them all? There was one up here, wasn't there? Here he is. Can he reach anywhere? Oh yes, good. Let's see if we can take out one of his generals. Yes, we can. Oh, and we can see what's there as well, can't we? Agent detected. Oh dear, they're not going to like me anymore, are they, in there? What have we got here? He's got infantry, just normal infantry, it looks like. Lots of chevrons on there. I think the star goes for 4, so that's like 6 chevrons that he's got in there. So some pretty good infantry, but it does look like they're normal infantry, doesn't it, really? Does it tell me anything about them if I just leave it on there for a little while? No, it doesn't do, does it, for some reason? It's like, oh, it does on there. Yeah, there you go. These are high chevron infantry. 80, 53 accuracy. That's very good. 10, 11, 10. They're pretty good, but like I said, they have got 4 chevrons attached to them. Oh, I know why it wouldn't show me those. That's because then it's not even showing me their numbers, is it, really? That's the thing, because these have all got question marks on them, because we're not allowed to see how many troops that they've actually got in there. Okay, so I think that's the end of that particular turn. Just checking down my list again to make sure everything's going in the right direction. We're heading towards the Kingdom of Italy. We're heading towards Portugal. We've got the flotilla heading towards Corsica, and we've got the spy ship sloop also on the way there to Corsica. So let's see what the next turn end brings. Now we should see all those gentlemen moving again. Here they are. I'll edit these out. Now this should be the last of the gentlemen, or at least one of the last of the gentlemen. I think everything's going to be over by the time they get there, aren't they, really? Goodness knows how far we've got. Not very far. They are getting quite close to a port, though, aren't they, really? So maybe I should move them just down to the ports instead, because it is going to take them ages to get anywhere, isn't it? Okay, these are the spies I didn't move. These are the ones that are heading down to Italy. Or, I don't know, perhaps over to the Normandy coast. The trick is going to be getting the British out of Spain and Gibraltar, isn't it, really? You know, if I want the whole of the continent to myself. Yeah, France wanting a peace treaty. Well, you can forget that, I'm afraid. So you're not going to have that. So your ships are a long, long way away from me, and I've still got a fairly decent navy, so I think I can hold him off, if nothing else. And I'm too close to Corsica for him to stop my armada, really, perhaps you could call it. Certainly my 3 armies that are aboard the ships at the moment on the way to Corsica. I don't think he's got, what do they say, a snowball's hope in hell, really, of catching those ships now. Provided we can land on the island successfully, and it's always a bit touch and go on amphibious landings. Oh, right, look at that Portuguese army there, taking on the British. That might have reduced them a bit. Ah, and they've moved another Portuguese army back, haven't they? They're obviously aware that we're on the way towards them, aren't they? That's a shame, really. We could have done with the Portuguese not to be around there. But anyway, we've got 4 armies there, and they've got 2, so that shouldn't be too bad.